tell my mom this I'm the goofiest person. My mom and my girlfriend and friends, they get mad at me because I play so much, because it's just like, why are you taking life so serious? Like, it's always, at least for myself, it didn't really hit me as far as like with the cancer stuff until like, I would say like 20 years old. I'm 23 right now. Like I've been dealing with it honestly throughout my whole life, as far as like doing a lot of checkups and stuff. Like my mom's a nurse right now, so thank God for her really being all the way into that whole field and really making sure like I was good, you know. But like as I actually got older, it made me realize like, dang, like I really could have been dead at 11 months old. Like I probably wouldn't, like none of this would be even a thing, you know what I mean? But like God had different plans, you know what I mean? So it was like, even every day I try to appreciate it more. I try not to think about it so much though, but like, and just kind of like at least live a happy life that I'm just joyful. At least everyone that I've talked to and it's up to now would be like, can have some good thing to say about me, you know? So with that whole thing, it's just like, I think about every day was just like, I saw this quote that's been really sticking with me, that like, I just kind of like tell my story for those who couldn't, you know what I mean? And like, look at ways that I can make someone smile and make someone feel like whatever they're going through, like it will get better, you know what I mean? Whether if they do see like Drelli or do, you know what I mean? And that's kind of where the whole swag bop thing kind of is like forming from, more of an emotion that makes you feel like uplifted in a way, you know what I mean? Makes you feel like a different, like you're stepping into a different world where like things don't really matter that much. You can kind of create your own world, you know? And how I've been, even just, like, you know, I'm sure even how you're brought up, I talk to this about friends and stuff too. Like our families make us think the world is a certain way, but when you get older, it's not like that. So with that whole thing, it's kind of like, dang, like only thing that is really there that's actually like real is more of the cancer stuff. So it's made me think back onto that. It's like all I can, like, don't get me wrong, like I mean I have a good family, you know, but like it's just certain things that like they say that you got to do, you got to act this way, and then when you realize you're in the real world, it's not like that. So it's made me think like what really is like that is like people really going through stuff, like you're saying, whether it be health, whether it be mental and things like that. That's the stuff that actually matters in a way of how you, especially in the career that I chose, how can I connect with people like that? Like, you know, to make them feel like, dang, like that's a role model that like I wish I had, you know what I mean? Because even myself, like I didn't really, I mean, my mom was my role model, you know what I mean? Like she raised me and my younger brother, but I mean, I low-key wish I had a dad in my life, you know what I mean? Someone who was like more of like, yo, because it's like, as being a mom, they don't even really teach you so much. They can't really teach you so much as far as being a man, you know what I mean? And things that like you should hold yourself accountable for. And that what made me realize when I did move out to LA that like, dang, like this like I don't know, this kind of growing up is just way different. So I did my whole way of just like getting through this whole thing is being like just not taking it so serious, man. I try not to take anything too serious. I just try to be me as much as possible and protect the energy as far as being around people who are like-minded like me and have kind of the same interest, you know, and that way I can flourish more around those people, and the people around me can do the same thing, you know what I mean? So I'm very just selective on the people I have around me, because I want people around me to kind of have almost the same goals and almost have the same like intentions, you know, when they do certain things, whether it be to, you know, they're more of a team player. They want to see other people around them win. A lot of people don't want to see people win. You know, a lot of people feel like when they get to a certain part of their life that like, I did it all by myself, you know? And like one thing that I realized even too in my career, that like, you know, a team is how you get there. The people you have around you need to be uplifting those people. You need to be making sure that like, when I get to that point, if I do reach all the way to being the star that I want to be, like everyone around me gonna be a star, you know what I mean? And just kind of like zoning in to, so when they like, dang, like everyone really hangs out with has that same like type of whatever it is, you know? And like, that's kind of where I've been at as far as just like going about life and just not really trying to take things for granted, you know, because it's just like 11 months old, I could have passed away, but God has made me cancer free for 21 years right now, still running, still good. And yeah, man, it's kind of just be free, be who you want to be. Don't listen to those false norms that people tell you, and create your own. Break that cycle. Literally break that cycle. You know, you don't have to do anything that your family brought on you, that trauma, with all that is, you know. And you can be, you know, when I do have kids at some point, like I want to make them like the best kids possible. So when I do pass away, like that generation to keep going from down and not be like having that same stuff that my family shit, I should act a certain way. And because you put that on your friends and stuff too, you know what I mean? You put that on everyone around because like your whole outlook changed. So I had to almost like make my own outlook, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do every day. Of just like, so when I have conversations with people, they be like, "Dang, I didn't even think about it like that." You know what I mean? And it might make them think like, "Dang, my family." Because like I said, I talk to this like with friends and stuff too. I have like my friend; he's really big onto the whole mental health type of stuff as well. So we always talk about just like, just things that your family, you know, did or things like that. So I advise everyone to not adapt to an outlook, but make your own. Just really make your own and cherish all the things that, like, you know, people are telling you, and try to adapt it to your life. If it doesn't work, cool. But, you know, yeah, you already went so far. You already been in. You too deep. That's how I look at it too. You're too deep to be like, nah, you can't do this. Like, no, I'm about to do this shit. If that means I'm not about to be around you, I'm still going to do it. You know? So that's what I mean, man. Because, like, when you're by yourself and you're thinking about those type of like comments, that's what it hurts you. So I'd rather stay away from that, because it's like, at least I know when I go to sleep at the end of the night, like I'm doing what I love, not what someone else loved or not what someone else didn't pursue. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that's real, bro. And luckily my mom she's been in my corner from the beginning though. She knew like I didn't have to go to college. She was like, if you want to make music, like just go all the way out with it. You know what I mean? And like from then it was just like, I bet. You know what I mean? Like I would do that. So I thank God it was more that, but obviously like your grandparents and your aunts, those are the ones that's kind of like, should you be doing that? Should you like, you know what I mean? Go get that degree, but like they want to get the degree and they're not even using the degree. They working at a different job that they, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you look at all this stuff, it's like, y'all telling me to go to college and do ABC, and y'all didn't even put that plan to use. So it's just like, I would rather bet on myself. If I fail at making music, at least I did it myself, not like I'm in this situation because this person said it, you know what I mean? Because eventually you hit a wall because you've been doing something that someone else been putting on to you. That really wasn't even your career path. So the internet's crazy. It makes you think all of these different things, all this stuff, but you just kind of have to take the second, especially through the pandemic, just get more self-aware, man. And that's what this whole thing is brought to me, that like I'm doing the right thing. To anyone out there, you're doing the right thing if it's making you happy, you know? So